All right, so what is our goal today? Let's go ahead and write this out or build this out. We're not writing, we're just building it together. So the answer is going to help us guide you to successfully getting started. Okay, so we want to build a new application. What type of application are we building? Gaming. What is your preferred language? JavaScript. Finish. All right, which version do we want? Paid version? No. Paid version? No. Free version? Yes. All right, so these are just different versions. Of course, if you pay, you're going to have more types of things you can do. You're going to obviously get access to more data for storage and other things like that. But we don't need that. We're learning together how to do it. You can then, of course, switch your settings later on if you want to actually develop a super unicorn billion-dollar app, thanks to this course. So we're going to click on the free one, Shared, for learning and exploring MongoDB in a cloud environment. Basic configuration options, no credit card, good. No, I don't want to give you that. Explore with sample data sets, and you can upgrade to dedicated clusters. Beautiful. So we're going to click on Create. So now we're getting this cluster, right, which is basically segmentation, really. So what that means, it just means like more than one clusters, collections in this case of what? Well, it's a database. So collection's a database. It's more than one, but then clusters tend to have then a single instance of management, right? That's just the idea without getting too deep. So we got MongoDB Atlas. So this is our online database. We've recommended some of the popular options. So what do we choose here? Well, we want the shared free one. We're going to have the cloud provider will be AWS. That's fine. North Virginia is basically, where is your region? You want to choose a region that's closer to you. You're going to have better optimal performance that way. So for me, I'm in the East Coast, so that's going to be good for me. It should actually default based on your IP to where you are close. So if you have some kind of proxy happening, VPN, then I would suggest making sure that you make it work for you. If you know what that is, then forget about that and just pick something that's close to you. Cluster tier, standard, additional settings, fine. Cluster name, cluster 0, perfect. You don't have to change that. We're just going to click on Create Cluster. And just like that, congratulations, now you can actually build a database. You can have users. You can get millions of users on your database, and you can rock it. You can become an SF Valley champion, all right? But we're not totally done. We do have some security stuff we need to fix up. So we need a username and password. So this is very important. So I'm going to make one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me zoom in so you can see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. Password 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. So just make your own username and password. I'm just doing this so you can see. It could be whatever you want. So there we go. And then you want to, of course, copy this, put it somewhere safe, your username and your password. Then it's going to ask you where you want to connect from. And you do want to connect. So you can connect from any IP, technically. But since we're doing a local environment, meaning that where are we hosting our Express server? Well, remember, we are hosting our Express server locally. That's why it's called localhost. Locally, it's on our computer. Therefore, we just want to use our current IP address. Right now, if we're going to constantly be changing our IP address with a VPN, that's going to be bad. So make sure that you have your current IP address. If you're going to be changing it, be aware that you're changing it, and then you're going to have to update that. All right. Now, if you're not constantly changing any of that stuff and you're just working where you're working, then just say add my current IP address, and then you just want to hit finish and close. So I'm going to click finish and close. Congratulations on setting up access rules. You'll now be able to connect. What? You can continue to add and update. Really? Go to the database. Fantastic. So this is it. So if we click go to the database, we don't want to do that. We now have a database. And if I go back to our chat, where is it? Back to our code, we see that we can create a new database user and set up secure connections to your cluster. All right, so this is fantastic. But what's the next step? Well, the next step after having a database, if we take a look here, let's take a look at our notes. Well, we have the Express server, right? We're not doing React because remember we said that's the front end and we wanted to save it just so it's more clear for you in the way that I'm going to teach this, right? We set up the Express server, we set up the database. The next thing we want to do is connect the database using the Mongoose library. Very, very good. And we see You see how easy it is these days to do things? There's a button here, connect. Now, maybe I make it look easy, but hey, it's really like if you practice and you follow my guidance here, it can really be that easy when you want a database and when you want to connect a database, you're like, how do I do that? And then you take a look literally on your dashboard, and the first thing you see here is a button that says connect. It's pretty funny. All right, so let's stop here, and in the next lesson, let's actually connect this database. Let's get it rolling. Excellent work making it this far. I'll see you in the next video. More building together. More cool building together. Okay, I'll see you there. Bye-bye.